Felix wins at Rotterdam. He is now an ATP champion for the first time in his career. Felix Auger Aliassime says that this is the greatest day of his career. Shout out to FAA. It's a long time coming. Like 21 years old, his 8th final, and he finally gets it done. His maiden trophy, and I'm just so happy for the kid, man. I'm so happy for the guy. Like, you saw how he started the season. He wins the ATP Cup with Canada, pulling up an upset, and you're like, okay, good for him, happy for him. Like, you're kind of like, damn, he's super happy. It's a team competition, good for Canada. Like, but when is he gonna win his first ATP title? And then he does really good in the Australian Open, like really, really good. Like, he looked scary. He looked very scary, and then he loses to Medvedev in a 5-set after being up 2-0 on Medvedev, and it looked like he could have won it. There was a tiebreak in the 3rd set where he had his chances, and he just loses 3 sets in a row and loses to Medvedev in 5. And Medvedev, who had just beaten Djokovic in the U.S. Open, who was probably one of the best, if not the best, hardcore player right now. And you're just like, okay, like it looks like something switched for him. It looked like something, he looks a little different. He looks more aggressive. His forehand looks a little more consistent. Like, he's not making so many unforced errors. He just looked like a different player on the court. Like, every match that he won in the Australian Open, it was like, okay, he looks good. He really looks good. He beats, Danny Evans. He beats, Silic. He competes against Medvedev. He has all these good moments in the Australian Open. You're like, okay, if he's playing this hot, if he comes out the gate in 2022 this hot, like, it's only a matter of time for Felix to get it done, and then he faces Tsitsipas in the finals of Rotterdam, and he beats him 6-4, 6-2, and it's just like, dude, this man is here. He has arrived. Like, make way for Felix, make way for FAA, because now that he has that monkey off the back, and you could tell that it was a big weight on his shoulders because he let it all out after obviously it's his maiden trophy, so there's always gonna you're always gonna feel some type of way when you win your first trophy, but it was like an extra sense of accomplishment for him just because he's such a good player. He was in the top 10 already without winning a title, and you just got to take a quick look at YouTube, any of his videos before he won this title, and you just see people being like, oh man, this is a joke, like just criticizing the point system. Like, how is Felix in the top 10 and he's never won like anything? He hasn't won any titles and he's a top 10 player. Like, what a joke. Like, this is the foolery. They're making a mockery of the system. Any YouTube video, any post by Tennis TV or ATP or any of that tennis channel, if you see any of the posts, basically when he got to top 10, like, oh, congratulations, Felix, you're now a top 10 player for the first time in your career. Almost all the comments, he has 0 titles, top 10, like, this is a joke, top 10. Like, all the comments were like around the same. And I get it. It is a little eerie or a little weird that a player in the top 10 has never won a title, and that's how much the Grand Slams are weighted differently. So, but he had to get that monkey off the back, and he gets a very convincing victory against Tsitsipas 6-4, 6-2. The semifinal against Rublev, he dropped the first set, and it was like, okay, the old Felix would have probably lost the game, but he came back and won, and he just looked really, really good, man. And I'm very excited for him. I think he's gonna have a very good 2022, very successful 2022, and I now put him in one of those categories of the players that could potentially push, the big 3, the big 2 right now for Grand Slam titles. Like, he's playing that good. And he just played the Open 13, and he lost to Rublev. Rublev is my guy. He's like number 7 in the world now, number 1 in my heart. I saw him in the San Diego Open, and I was supposed to see FFA too, but he withdrew with the elbow injury, I think. So it was unfortunate I couldn't see FAA, but I saw Rublev, and he signed my hat. I'm always gonna mention that whenever I talk Rublev. But Felix just lost to Rublev in the final of the Open 13. So shout out to Rublev for getting revenge for losing in the semifinals to Felix just a week earlier at the ATP Rotterdam. So good for Rublev. good for Felix too, getting to another final in back-to-back weeks. And he was scheduled to play at the Dubai Tennis Championships, but now he withdrew. I forgot what I think he cited his back. Dubai just started today. Felix, who had a very grueling schedule these last 2 weeks, going from Rotterdam to Open 13 and making the finals in both of them. It's understandable why he would withdraw from Dubai. And Felix has said that he wants to focus on Masters 1000s. And with March right around the corner, we have Indian Wells right around the corner. So it's gonna be exciting to see Felix there. Potentially, I might even make an appearance at Indian Wells. It's right down, California. I'm in SF right now, but it's right down the 5. So I'll be at Indian Wells and I can see Felix FAA. So, but other than that, I think Felix has this amazing start to 2022. I don't think his team or himself could have drawn it better. Make a deep run in the Australian Open, win your maiden trophy, make another final, take the necessary break, skip on Dubai, and then just go get it at the Indian Wells. But just super happy for FAA. Let me know what you guys think about him. What's his potential? He's barely 21 years old. He's one of the young guys. Younger than like Zverev and Tsitsipas and Medvedev. He's like 2-3 years younger than most of them, 5 years younger than Medvedev, and I think he's there, man. Everyone's talking about Sinner at 20 years old, and he won all these championships in 2020, 2021. But dude, I think FAA could just knock it out the park this year. He got that monkey off his back. He won the ATP finals with Canada, deep run in Australian Open, maiden trophy, another final. Take a little break right now. Go strong at Indian Wells. Like, it's looking good, man. It's looking good for FAA, and he's such a humble guy. He always talks very like professional, and he just had this moment in the Open 13 where one of his opponents, which opponent was it? I think it was Safiullin in the semifinals. He had a point and they called it out, and Felix kind of like turned around and he thought it was in. So he told him to challenge it, and he did challenge it, and Felix lost the point because he told him to challenge it because that was the correct thing to do. Like, I even texted my buddy. I was like, dude, this was so on win right now that he doesn't care that he lost the point. He's telling him to like challenge it. Like, he's such on a hot streak that he probably thought like, oh, even if I lose this point, I'm still going to win this game. And he did. So tip my hat for Felix. Sportsman. He's already showing, Sportsman of the Year candidate, and he started 2022 really amazing. So very happy for Felix. I expect great things from him the rest of 22, and I'm just happy he won his maiden trophy.